The shocking historical discovery of 9,000-year-old ancient human remains found in a tomb. Archaeological discoveries are not only revelations about the past of humanity and our planet, but they also serve as a window into the development of civilization and culture throughout history. Ancient artifacts, skeletal remains, and items found during excavations are vivid traces of life and humanity in the past. From the achievements of ancient civilizations to the challenges of cave living, each archaeological discovery is a valuable piece of the puzzle in our historical narrative. We not only witness the advancements in science and technology in excavation and analysis, but we also see the marvel of humanity in seeking to understand our origins and nature. Furthermore, these discoveries not only provide fresh knowledge, but also ignite curiosity and stimulate human intellect, helping us gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. In today's video, we will take you into the ancient world, filled with countless mysteries that you might find hard to explain. Let's explore it right now. The best preserved remains in Pompeii. Within the framework of archaeological research, a particularly exciting discovery has stirred the scholarly community: the remains of a 60-year-old man. These remains have been identified as belonging to Marcus Venerius Secundio and were uncovered in a tomb at the Porta Sarno Cemetery in Italy. Believed to date back several decades before the Roman city of Pompeii was destroyed by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD, this is indeed one of the best preserved skeletons ever found in Pompeii. Researchers have noted that these remains are partially mummified, with hair and ear features still showing signs of life on the skull. Initial tests indicate that Secundio died around the age of 60. Notably, a glass vase inscribed with the name of a woman, Novia Amabilis, possibly Secundio's wife, was also discovered in the tomb. Archaeologists have pointed out that the discovery of Secundio's remains is quite rare. In Roman times, adults were typically cremated after death. Previously, Secundio had served as the keeper of the Temple of Venus in Pompeii. After being freed from slavery, he joined the ranks of the Augustales, a higher social class in ancient Pompeii. The choice to bury Secundio in a respectable tomb indicates that he had achieved significant economic and social standing before his death. Additionally, another noteworthy aspect is the inscription in Greek on the marble slab atop the tomb, describing performances at the Pompeii Theater, which serves as further evidence of Secundio's wealth and social status. 9,000-year-old fossilized remains of ancient humans. A team of archaeologists from several French universities has collaborated with a Danish researcher to uncover a 9,000-year-old ancient cemetery in Corsica. This proves the presence of humans on the island since the Middle Stone Age, explains Joseph Cesari, the head of the archaeological area and historical sites. After months of excavation work, researchers found skeletal remains scattered over a small area of just a few square meters, including 4 or 5 adults, 1 teenager, and an infant at the Capo Stefano site. Recently, after 7 years of research, they discovered a nearly complete skeleton of another adult, as reported by the journal Science and Future. According to Cesari, this surprising intuition about the find remains a secret to avoid intrusion from tourists, especially at popular sites like the historical Filitosa. The archaeologists carefully removed the skull and limb bones before closing the site for the weekend, using tools like tweezers and delicate wooden chopsticks. DNA analysis is the next step to gain a better understanding of these individuals. Patrice Courteau, a paleobiologist and researcher at CNRS in Bordeaux, noted that some of those buried in this grave represent a particularly important aspect of the discovery, as few cemeteries from this era contain so many individuals. Scientists hope that DNA analysis of these skeletal samples will help them learn more about the dietary habits and lifestyles of people during this time. The dating of the first skeletal samples has indicated they range from 7,400 to 6,800 years ago, despite being affected by acid in the granite soil. Children with amputated legs in the ancient temple. Recently, an archaeological team from the Ministry of Culture of Peru has shed light on a portion of historical mystery at the Chotuna Chornancap archaeological site in the Lambayeque region of Peru, where over 13 skeletons from the 15th and 16th centuries were discovered at the ruins of an ancient temple. Each skeleton carries stories of the mysterious and significant past of this culture. Archaeologists have stated that among these skeletons, there are children with amputated legs, evidence suggesting they may have been victims of complex sacrificial rituals. According to a statement from the archaeological team, the newly discovered graves belong to the Chimu civilization, 1100 to 1470. 6 children were buried in pairs in shallow graves on the east, west, and north sides of the temple, including 2 children buried on the west side who were missing legs. Evidence of human sacrifice was also found among other adult skeletons, such as men and women buried in narrow, elongated pits. In the center of the burial site, the team discovered a notable skeleton, a man buried with 2 clay pots on one side and a sculpted vase on the other. The body of the vase depicts the head of a coquero, a coca leaf chewer. The other vase illustrates a man standing and smiling. The temple and pyramid complex, which has a history spanning over 1,500 years, is where the tomb of a Chornon-capped nun from the 13th century is located. She held a position of power in Lambayeque culture and was buried alongside 8 others, along with a bronze mask, elaborate jewelry, ceramic offerings, and a gold scepter featuring an image of the Lambayeque deity. This new discovery has revealed the complex rituals and ceremonies that the community at the temple practiced, opening a new door to deeper understanding of their life and religion. The Mummy of Queen Tiye. In June 2007, scientists announced that they had found the mummy of Queen Tiye, who ruled during the glorious period of ancient Egypt. This significant historical discovery opened a window into the past, allowing us to better understand the life and times of this powerful queen. By utilizing the most advanced technology, researchers employed DNA analysis to determine the identity of this mummy. This discovery marks an important step in understanding the royal lineage of Egypt, particularly following the successful identification of King Tutankhamun. Queen Tiye, with her powerful status and immense influence, was not only a master of diplomacy, but also the mother of the most powerful pharaoh in Egyptian history, Akhenaten. Her mummy holds secrets about the life and era of a strong woman, a leader, and a symbol of power. The discovery of Queen Tiye's mummy is not just a deep dive into ancient history. It serves as a reminder of humanity's strength in decoding the mysteries of the past. Through these studies, we gain the opportunity to gain deeper insights into our predecessors and even significant periods in human history. Headless Falcon mummies. A team of archaeologists from Spain and Poland recently announced important findings as part of the Sikite archaeological project at Berenica, an ancient Egyptian temple dating from the 4th to the 6th century. During the excavation, experts uncovered 15 falcon mummies buried around an altar, most of which were headless. Based on this characteristic, they named the temple the Falcon Temple. The Falcon Temple is located in the northern complex, one of the most significant buildings in the ancient city of Berenike. This ancient port city, long abandoned, lies on the shores of the Red Sea, adjacent to Egypt's eastern desert. While Christianity became the officially recognized religion across all regions of the Roman Empire, including Egypt, the Falcon Temple was built by the Blemmyes, a nomadic people who established their own kingdom in Lower Nubia, southern Egypt, and Sudan by the end of the 4th century. Demonstrating their independence, the Blemmyes remained loyal to ancient religious traditions and preserved a metaphysical belief system which contrasted with Roman beliefs in the post-4th century. In addition to finding the falcon mummies, archaeologists also unearthed a collection of intact falcon eggs, an unprecedented discovery. Experts believe that the discovery of these mummies and falcon eggs in the temple reveals an unknown ritual of the Blemmyes, possibly related to the worship of Khonsu, the Egyptian moon god. Another notable find was a slab inscribed with the phrase, "Boiling heads here is wrong," a statement regarding the boiling of animal heads found in the temple, an act considered a crime. Professor Joan Olaire Guzman, head of the Sikite project, stated, "All these elements indicate tense ritual activities that combine Egyptian tradition with the contributions of the Blemmyes. These discoveries provide a new perspective on the Blemmyes and their culture during the decline of the Roman Empire." 6,000-year-old ancient temple. At a prehistoric settlement in Ukraine, a unique discovery has revealed the wealth and complexity of Trypillian culture, an ancient culture characteristic of the region. In the ancient temple built 6,000 years ago, archaeologists uncovered numerous small human-like figurines and the remains of sacrificial animals, impressive evidence of the life and religion of prehistoric inhabitants. This temple, constructed before the invention of writing, is located near modern-day Nebelivka, Ukraine. Measuring 20 meters wide and 60 meters long, it is a two-story structure made of wood and clay, with the upper level divided into 5 rooms. Inside the temple, archaeologists discovered the remains of 8 clay altars, which may have served as places of worship, as well as a platform containing numerous charred sheep bones, possibly used as offerings. The lower level features a courtyard filled with animal bones and fragments of pottery, creating a sacred and ritualistic space. During the excavation, researchers also found fragments of many small figurines, one of which resembles a human but has a beak-like nose and mismatched eyes. Decorative items made of bone and gold found in the temple measure less than 2.54 centimeters, suggesting they could have been worn in the hair, clearly indicating the richness and sophistication of ancient Trypillian art. 2 researchers from the Ukrainian Academy of Sciences, Natalia Burdo and Mikhailo Videyko, described that the floors and all the walls in the 5 rooms on the upper level were decorated with red paint, creating a ceremonial atmosphere. This suggests that the temple was not only a site for religious rituals, but also a center of reverence and respect for their deities and ancestors. Scientists concluded that the temple and its artifacts belong to the ancient Trypillian culture. Trypillian is the name of a village in Ukraine where similar artifacts were first discovered. This discovery not only opens a door to a better understanding of Trypillian culture, but also raises many new questions and challenges for researchers regarding the life and religion of these prehistoric communities. The world's oldest, 8,600-year-old bread. In the ancient world of Çatalhöyük, a unique discovery has transcended time to tell the story of a significant loaf of bread, becoming part of the wondrous heritage of ancient culture. Made around 6,600 BCE, this bread has survived for over 8,400 years, making it the oldest bread ever excavated on Earth. Çatalhöyük, a Neolithic settlement in Turkey, is where the lives and culture of ancient people developed and were passed down through the millennia. Discovered in the 1960s, Çatalhöyük has attracted the attention of archaeologists from around the globe. The residents of Çatalhöyük were not only advanced farming communities, but also skilled artisans and livestock herders. This ancient bread is a testament to their creativity and culinary knowledge. A research team from Necmettin Erbakan University found the bread in an area known as Mekon 66 in Çatalhöyük. Around a baking oven, they discovered traces of an ancient cooking process, including wheat, barley, and pulses. Their analysis revealed that the spongy organic residue they found was the remains of a fermented bread that had not yet been baked. This demonstrates the level of creativity and culinary knowledge of Çatalhöyük's inhabitants, making them pioneers in the use of wheat and barley in their daily meals. With this discovery, the bread from Çatalhöyük adds special significance to the list of important historical findings, opening the door to a deeper understanding of the lives and culture of ancient peoples. Rare national treasure. In a mountainous region of Hubei Province, China, a surprising discovery occurred when an elderly farmer stumbled upon strange stones in his orange grove. Thinking they were just ordinary stones, he had no idea they held the value of national treasures and were the dream of archaeologists and historians alike. This discovery sent shockwaves not only through the local community, but throughout all of China. It all began after a major flood caused debris from the Qinglong Mountain to wash down, severely damaging the farmer's orange fields. Once things returned to normal, the farmer, Chu Tianyi, and his relatives went to the grove to tend to the trees and clean up. During this process, he noticed an unusual oval-shaped stone that was milky white but remarkably lightweight. He collected these stones and took them home, unaware of their true value. A year later, a merchant from Henan province came to Chu Tianyi's village to buy oranges. When his vehicle got stuck in a mud hole, he recalled the strange stones at Chu's home. The merchant recognized their value and bought a large quantity, paying Chu a high price. This news quickly spread, prompting villagers to start searching for stones to sell to the merchant. However, a local official grew suspicious and reported the matter to archaeological experts. When the specialists arrived at the site, They were astonished to realize that these stones were actually dinosaur egg fossils, originating from the Hugang Formation of the Cretaceous period in the Mesozoic era. Once this was announced, the event caused a stir not only in the local community but also nationwide and globally. The dinosaur egg fossil site was identified as spanning 4.2 square kilometers, believed to be the largest and most diverse dinosaur nesting site in China at that time. Following this, the Hubei authorities implemented protective measures by establishing the Qinglongshan Dinosaur Fossil Nature Reserve and building protective fencing. However, this did not prevent fossil poaching, leading to a surge in the black market value of each fossilized egg. 1,700-year-old ancient tomb. In a remarkable archaeological discovery, experts from the Luoyang Archaeological Research Institute excavated 3 ancient tombs in China, believed to belong to an exceptionally wealthy family from over 1,700 years ago. The excavation, which took place near Shunzhuang village, unveiled wonders about burial customs and the lavish lifestyles of that era. The tombs, designated M1, M2, and M3, were dated to the mid to late Western Jin Dynasty, 265 to 317, and possibly the earlier Cao Wei period, 220 to 265. Each tomb was meticulously designed and oriented southward. The largest tomb, M1, stood out for its size and complex structure, featuring an earthen entrance, sealed brick door, corridor, stone gate, square main chamber, and vertical pits along the pathway. Inside tomb M1, archaeologists discovered a treasure trove of 200 artifacts, including rare items such as ivory and lacquerware. A notable find was a pair of bone earrings decorated with phoenix and bird motifs, which is rare because jade and ceramics were the common materials for such accessories during that time. Although M2 and M3 were simpler than M1, they still exhibited luxury with unique artifacts and structures similar to M1. The discoveries from these 3 tombs, including pottery, bronze, iron, lacquerware, gold, and jade, provide valuable insights into burial practices and social hierarchy during the Western Jin period. This discovery in the Mangshan district of Henan Province, China, not only highlights the cultural heritage of the area, but also illustrates the lives of the wealthy throughout Chinese history. 3,500-year-old Princess's Chamber. In the shadow of a small cliff on the west bank of the Nile, an ancient story is being brought to life as scientists embark on a journey to uncover the mysteries within an ancient tomb. A secret staircase leads into the burial chamber, layered with the passage of time, captivating the souls seeking knowledge. This place may have once been the resting spot of a princess from the Thutmose Dynasty, the golden age of ancient Egypt. The Thutmose Dynasty was a remarkable period when the names of 4 pharaohs named Thutmose shone brightly, alongside famous historical figures like Hatshepsut, Amenhotep IV/Akhenaten, and Tutankhamun, leaving a profound mark on Egyptian history. This tomb lies hidden beneath a small cliff by the Nile, where the Valley of the Queens now rests peacefully. The research team from Egypt's Supreme Council of Antiquities and the University of Cambridge has opened the door to a mysterious world, with stairs leading down to the burial chamber. This hidden chamber, though damaged by time, remains a marvelous testament to careful craftsmanship and ancient beauty. Despite its poor condition due to flooding and sediment, the ancient traces have faded but still provide valuable clues for scientists. While it is not possible to definitively identify the occupant of the tomb, there is hope for further discoveries through the analysis of the mummy and grave goods. It could be a princess or the wife of one of the pharaoh's sons, a part of the legend and glory of ancient Egypt. Golden treasure in an ancient tomb. Recently, researchers made a magnificent discovery: an ancient tomb containing a treasure of solid gold, believed to belong to a tribal leader at an archaeological park in Panama, estimated to be around 1,200 years old. This tomb is not only the resting place of a leader, but also the burial site of dozens of other victims. Located within the grounds of the El Caño Archaeological Park, this tomb has become the focal point of archaeological attention as the excavation team uncovered a series of gold treasures inside. Among the notable finds are bracelets and 2 belts made from gold beads. along with earrings shaped like crocodiles and earrings wrapped in whale tooth adorned with gold, as well as many other circular artifacts. Experts believe that this tomb may belong to a high-ranking tribal leader, likely in his 30s. However, the excavation is ongoing and incomplete, so the exact number of individuals buried within the tomb has yet to be determined. Dr. Julia Mayo, director of the El Caño organization and head of the Archaeological project, further shared that alongside the leader's remains, there may be as many as 31 other sacrificial victims buried in this tomb. In a scene that highlights the strangeness, the leader was buried face down on top of a woman's body, suggesting ancient rituals or traditions of the tribe. Dear friends, these archaeological discoveries around the world are not only significant milestones, but also cultural heritage for humanity. They help us understand our past, connect with our predecessors, and shape our future. Each discovery is a valuable piece of the historical puzzle of humanity, providing endless inspiration for exploration and understanding. Through these findings, we recognize the richness and wonders of the world around us, and we continuously strive to cherish and protect our cultural heritage. What do you think about this? Please leave your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to give our channel a like and subscribe so you won't miss other fascinating discoveries. For now, goodbye and see you again.